Hello everybody, it's Bangkok Ian here. Got a couple of hours. I'm in Changi Airport in Singapore. Had a really busy week at work. Been in Kuala Lumpur since Wednesday. Had to go to the head office for a quick meeting this morning in Singapore. It's been rather hectic this past couple of days. Visitors from France and all that. So yeah. So on the way back now. It's 7 p.m. Saturday evening now. On my way back to Bangkok, and so I've got a few hours to kill in the airport. So I thought I'd do a long overdue video response to Daron, walking the cow. I meant to do this 2 weeks ago, but I've just been work's been absolutely mad the past few weeks. So I've got them written down on my. I've had this for 2 weeks now. These answers. It's my VR to his 6 gaming questions. Caltalk number 17 it was. Okay, there. Question 1. A popular game you don't like. With me it's more of a genre. It's fighting games. And the game I'm going to choose is it's one of those games I would love to like. Because it's a comic book fighting game. It's Injustice. It's the Injustice series. I love my comic books. I adore them. But I don't like fighting games. So I'd love to be able to play it. I just mash the buttons, you know. But, I just don't like it. I don't like fighting games. And I would love to like the Injustice series, but with it being a fighting game, no way. So question 2, disappointing game sequel. This is an easy one. Halo 5. Huge Halo fan, but for me the lack of split screen co-op in Halo 5 was unforgivable, especially when the entire Halo series had split screen co-op. But number 5 didn't. Yeah, it nearly put me off the entire Halo series. If Halo 6 doesn't have split screen, Halo 6 I won't buy it because I buy my Halo games for the split screen, so I play them with my son. It's a bit of a tradition with me, and it really pissed me off that I couldn't play it. Number 3, a console computer which blew you away. Again, this one's really easy. It's the original Game Boy. Wow, when that came out, was it 89, 90-ish? I got a Japanese import because I was working on the rigs, and in those days you had your paperbacks and that was it. That was the only form of entertainment you have. And I've always been a huge gamer. So when I found out this console from Nintendo was going to be portable, and you could individual game cartridges, you could play it, I think, oh my god, I've never seen anything like it. And yeah, it changed my life immeasurably for the better. I only ever had the one Nintendo Game Boy because you couldn't break the damn things; they were indestructible. So my Game Boy, he must have circumnavigated the world a couple of times easily, you know. And I'd go home, 4 weeks on the rig, 4 weeks at home. And I wouldn't play on it when I was at home because I wanted to savour the games. So I'd buy loads of games and then take them offshore with me. So yeah, original Game Boy, wow. Portable gaming, the first ever cartridge, well the first proper one that had portable cartridges, and Zelda, Mario, Tetris. I lost count of how many great games were on that system. So yeah, original Game Boy. Question 4, a console you'd like to spend more time playing, collecting. The original Xbox. I had an original Xbox, but the problem is I got it in 2003. It's been out for maybe a year or so in Thailand. In fact, it wasn't really, because Microsoft never released it over here, which meant you could get the console and go import, but you would never see any original games over here. So you had no choice but to have your machine modded. Well, pretty much all the machines came modded, but you couldn't buy original games, so I must have had, oh my god, a couple of hundred copied games, and I loved it, and I gave it away when I got my 360. I just gave everything away. But if I could, I would love to buy an original Xbox and maybe buy 20 original games. My favourite, I get the Buffy. I've already got Burnout 3. That's 360 compatible. So many great games on the original Xbox. That's why I'm pretty stoked that the new Xbox One is going to be. The Xbox One is going to get original Xbox compatibility, and I hope some of my favourites come out. I hope that Buffy game comes out. That was one of my favourites. But so many Panzer Dragoon Water, so many fantastic Xbox games. So yeah, I wish they still had an original Xbox. I've thought about buying one and importing it, but they're too heavy. The import fee and the weight of it would be the same as buying it, so you'd be paying double, and I can't justify the cost of it. So yeah, and let's see, question 5. Console computer you'd like to own. Again, this one's pretty easy. It would be the Vectrex. I'm a huge fan of vector graphics, and the Vectrex is the console that I've always wanted ever since it first came out, because it's my favourite. The Asteroids games, all the vector graphics games, the Star Wars, the Star Trek game. Loved all those. And I've always been a fan of the 3D graphics, and the vector graphics games, they were the earliest form of 3D, you know. So yeah, I would love a Vectrex. But I mean, I've read too much about it. That humming noise they can make, and it can be hard to maintain. And I'm worried about the environment. A bit too humid over here in Thailand, so I'd love one, but I'm not sure how long it would last over here. So we'll see. If I can get a cheap one, if I'm ever back in the UK, yeah, we'll see. Okay, and number 6, a game which got you into a band or particular genre of music. I have to answer none for this because of my age. I mean, I'm over 50 now, so my tastes were set in the 80s. And very early 90s, and by the time the CD-ROM came out I had mine on the PC in 90, again it was 90, was it 91, 92? The single speed CD-ROM. So by the time that came out, my tastes were set in stone, and they've not changed since. I don't think I've ever not bought any new music for 10 years or so, because I'm an old geezer. So yeah. So yeah, this is a 360-degree video if you've not figured it out, and there's a nice view of a couple of planes, so yeah, hope you enjoyed watching this. It's recorded on my Samsung Gear 360. Okay, that's all from me for now.